The 25 buses of Cleveland Cavalier fans that were financed by Dan Gilbert to come and support the road team, they had more energy, more desire, more enthusiasm than the entire Detroit Pistons team on Sunday. What a disappointment if you're Detroit. I mean, you had four different Cavaliers have at least 16 points by the end of three quarters, including Sam Merrill with 20 off the bench. Not a single Piston, including Cade Cunningham, had more than 13 points after three. And ultimately what you see, speaking of three, is one of the three biggest wins in the history of Game 7s for a road team. And you did not expect this because the Pistons, they had Game 5 won. They won Game 1 and Game 2 at home. You're thinking they should have all the confidence in the world closing out this series in the Motor City in their home confines. But this was such a disappointment if you were Detroit, not because of a lack of efficiency or a lack of production, but a lack of effort. I mean, every single time Cleveland missed in that third quarter, and it wasn't often, they would find a way to get the offensive rebound. And you had one particular play where Jarrett Allen gets the ball on a pick and roll. Duncan Robinson somehow goes away from him, even though the ball is in Jarrett Allen's hands 15 feet away from the basket. Karis LeVert doesn't even make an effort to get in the play, and then Cade Cunningham ducks out of the way as if he would prefer a business decision in that particular instance more than a postseason Game 7 decision. Congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers making their first conference finals since 1992 when a Cavs team does not have LeBron James. Donovan Mitchell gets to his first conference finals in 9 years. James Harden makes his first conference finals in 8 seasons. And this is the Cleveland team that a lot of people were hoping for. Not exactly great in the regular season, but certainly making up for it in this particular Game 7 as they are conference finals bound. And what you got to love about the Cavs is they're riding all the momentum and all the rhythm in the world going into MSG for Game number 1 on Tuesday. You have a Knicks team that's rested, but they're also going to be a little bit rusty. So it's going to be interesting to see what ultimately transpires in Game number 1. But if you're the Detroit Pistons, what a complete egg that you laid in Game number 7. Cade Cunningham, he disappointed. Jalen Duren, I am still looking for him to show up in the postseason because that guy in the regular season was long gone in this particular 14 games of the playoffs for Detroit. And then Tobias Harris, another terrible Game 7 on his legacy. And speaking of Game 7 legacies, Donovan Mitchell, signature moment of his NBA career. I thought he was brilliant in that third quarter. He looked invincible and unstoppable, something you thought the Pistons would be coming home for Game 7, but they were anything but. Congratulations to the land, getting to a conference finals for the first time since the days of LeBron James. In Detroit, they did everything they could to essentially not show up in this game and treat it like it was Game 50 of the regular season.